myself, I'm a PhD in consumer neuroscience. I teaching in 5 or 6 different universities here in Spain. So my main research field is consumer neuroscience. We start basically with evaluating the difference. The good thing of this is you can check it and you can re-watch it and read it. Okay. So what we did is like for difference. First of all, we start doing EEG, also facial coding, galvanic skin response, facial coding. We try to use everything in the lab. What happened? As you know, right now in the lab it's pretty difficult in order to research and to apply all these different technologies because because of the COVID and because of the healthy frontier. So we start doing. Sorry, I was checking this first. What we did is like try to predict the record liking and different liking and the viewing rates. So all the technology like EEG, facial coding, galvanic skin response, AI tracking, and we create different metrics. Okay, like for example, blah blah blah. I want to do. For example, in eye tracking, we create like new different metrics in order to understand how the people look at one ad and try to get if they wanna remember the brand of the ad or how many areas of interest they visit, and depends the faster they visit. If they make a cognitive load, it is gonna be fast. It's gonna be bigger. It's gonna be slower. And at the end, what we want to do is like get 3 things: the memory and the cognitive load. Okay. So then of all, we create a big database and apply different machine learning systems and try to predict the number of visits of these videos in YouTube. What we did is also try to identify the emotional signals, like the peaks. I don't want to explain you everything, but because it's gonna be a little bit boring. But what we create then is with the global field power, as you know, is all the different electrical powers in all the electrodes in the EEG. We make interest index, okay, memorization index, and pleasure index to understand and create with EEG all different peaks and identify when the people is gonna remember and when is gonna forget. Then we also make surveys with different peaks and of the ads and try to verify if we were in the right or in the wrong way. So finally we were in the right way, and we create all the different algorithms and different equations in order to predict what is going to be the most rememberable or the most forgettable part of this ad. Okay.
Nice. Just a quick question here. Like how many people you tested it? That sounds. Really...
In this one was around 80, and the other one was 100. We know that for this significant difference is we try to have the bigger as we can. Okay. I don't know what is the methodology.
And that was just EEG, or there were other
EEG,
instruments involved?
EEG, ECG, electrical cardiogram, eye tracking, facial coding, and I think it was enough. Aquí. Electrical GSR, and what was all this one, electrocardiogram, eye tracking, and also the breath. This is all the not a lot of studies use this one. Is for the breath, the breath band. So I don't know if maybe you, Cassia, or someone knows who used this kind of technical. It's really weird.
Yeah, it's about to measure HRV usually.
Yeah, exactly.
but also brief.
Exactly.
Yeah, so this index actually was like connection of each of these measurements, or you selected
We
just
select.
some of them?
Yes, we selected.
Okay.
And which one was the most like impactful for the outcome? Like which one is
For example,
corresponding?
exactly we one of the powerful things, like also the beta and alpha frequency was the most powerful one in order to remember the the all the ads. And one of the best for me devices and more powerful one is EG and eye tracking.
And by eye tracking, you're referring to, for instance, the pupil dilation or some
No,
other
no, 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 no,
metrics?
not the pupil. I mean the cornea. O sea, the pupil. What we did is like, as you know, maybe it's about the fixation and the saccadid movements. We didn't make. I don't know if you mind in pupil dilatation or just.
I mean, yes, that's also was my question. I thought about because during this decision making or overload, our pupil size changing, yes, and this dilation
Yes.
means that we are overloaded, for example. So yes, I also would like to know what did you choose and what eye tracking indices, and if there was somewhere pupil size also.
No, I don't know what you think, but for me, I don't think that. Do you know what happened? Pupil to make pupil studies is really, really. You have to do really carefully because everything,
Mhm.
like for example, the light effects can make the pupil make delayed. So
Dilate, yeah.
exactly. So for us, it's not, and for me personally, I don't believe a lot about the, as you say, yes. Supposedly, when we want to have more attention, the pupil gets
Mhm.
bigger. But what we did is just take the movements, okay? The faster movements, the number of movements, the number of fixation, the fixation duration, time to first fixation, all these kind of metrics to understand better this kind of index.
Okay,
Okay.
so that's actually very promising. But I
Um,
also know that it's very hard to measure this pupil dilation, and so you could actually maybe catch from eye movements these indices like cognitive load. That's super great.
yes,
Yeah.
Nice.
nice. I don't know if you try also. Did you do a study with that? People.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and during decision making, actually,
Okay. Nice.
yeah, and emotional recognition.
Okay.
So,
Yes, I think I check. Is the one you saw in the video? Was
No, no,
no,
I think
no,
it was
no,
different,
no.
Kasia, right?
Okay, nice. Yes, because now I realized who was Kasia, the one in the video.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's Kasia. She was the very first interview was with her. Hey, by the way, Kasia told me that one of you that the study you sent us was actually I'm pretty happy that you shown like set of studies, but the one you kind of like shared with us was about interviewing kids,
See, see, see. That was.
and I know that Kasia had some questions about like how you managed to do.
yeah.
That's to try with child. Yeah, it's pretty. What we did is like we have in the university during the summer,
Mhm.
the teachers bring the child to the university.
Mhm.
So they have camps and they sleep over during the night and they have different games and you know. So because we know we are teachers and we know each others, was we have the chance to bring the child to do studies.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I know it's what is weird and it's we have to do like ethical signings and protocols and all these things. I think so. Yes, this is one of them that is really interesting. Okay, I can show you. Maybe I don't know if you took a look at
Mhm.
the
That would be
study.
great if you could show us. Yeah, yeah. Just
Yes.
say a few words about it.
Yes,
decision.
yes, it's just in order. It's the same. That's why I contact with you, because our next step, and it's really interesting, is try to do the same in websites, in usability. Okay, so what we did is like you choose different kind of animals with different toys and materials in order to understand, once we made a calibration, the different instructions. Also, we did with EG, and we have another ones who are really interesting, but because the childs, they move a lot, and it's quite difficult to manage in order to put the EG set and stuff. So we make the sequence, and then at times to answer what they want to choose. So depends of the eye movements, the time of the eyes, and the order how they look at, we can predict who are the three basically ones who is gonna choose. Okay. So what we want to do is doing the same with different cascade methods and different statistical methods in order to understand and try to predict where is the best place to depends of the product, depends of the material, and depends on different characteristics. What is the best place in order to place this product in the website?
Okay.
Okay, so this is one of the next step, and that's why when I talked to Note, he told me, "Oh, realized also is gonna make at the beginning like free trial in order to test and try this studies." Oh, so would be a pleasure. So that's why I
Nice. Thank Daud, by the way.
to contact you, and I don't know. So I say, okay,
Awesome.
why not?
And
Great.
my maybe last question: did you use mobile eye tracker in this study? Because I just read that it was conversation with a child, so I assume that someone was talking with the child, and so the eye tracker was mobile or just
Screen-based.
See,
screen-based?
screen-based.
Oh,
Toby Tech is 300.
okay.
So yes, this one had really high accuracy. Always, moving and distracting and this kind of things.
Yeah, it can be a nice idea to run similar study online to see if it's corresponding. I'm sure that the head movements with children might be pretty hard, especially because when you're using webcam eye tracking, the stable head is quite significant. So you might kind of like, even we have this something like a stand here in the office,
Exactly.
like if you want to kind of like test the accuracy, like within the best possible conditions, we're using stands. So maybe that's something that kids can do, even kind of like keep hands like below the chin and so on.
See the cheesy or the chessy, or how do you say it? Yes.
Very much.
Thank you to you for your time, and for me it's a pleasure. So hopefully
thank
we will.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jose, for your time. Thank you for showing us again. Bye bye. Have a good day.
Bye bye.
Bye.